Hello, welcome to our CS498 VR project. It's a it's our semester-long project. It was a group of 5 doing this, and we all worked long and hard. Met several times a week, and I think we're going to be proud to show you what we've done. So here's our main menu here. The name of our game is DeadColors, and we have 2 scenes in Unity for our game: the main menu scene and the main scene. And by pressing play, we'll go to the main scene. But basically, DeadColors is a first-person shooter. It's a survival-based. It's a zombie survival-based game where you have to survive 10 waves to win the game, and after you can earn score while you're going up through the waves, and if you die on any of the waves, you have to start over at wave 0. There's no yeah, you have to start from the very beginning. So let's play it here for a second, and I'll explain the story real quick. So you are an art student that is troubled by the fact that he is not a great art student, and he wants to be, but his peers and teachers constantly are reminding him of his failures, and these emotions, his depression of not being a great enough art student has grown so much that they've manifested into this nightmare that we're playing right now. So the zombies chasing the player represent the peers and mentors attacking the art student's skills, and his hopes of and dreams of being a great art student. So as the player, we need to overcome these attacks using our paint gun and show that we are a great artist and survive all 10 waves. So, how is this game going to work? So we have red, green, and blue pellets, and we have to kill the zombies with the corresponding colored pellets, and I'll show exactly what that means in a second. And if zombies get too close, we take damage, and we'll have to step away from the zombies in order to regenerate health. And health regeneration slows down over waves. So we got to keep our distance and not take damage. So I'll show off the paint gun real quick right now. So we have red, green, and blue. And we have the model even change color with the red, green, and blue, and have complemented the HUD to showcase which color you have. You can switch. I'll bring up the controls right here. You can left click to shoot. You can press 1, 2, or 3 to go to a specific color, or you can just press E to go to the next color, or Q to go to the previous color. WASD to move around. We can jump. And we can sprint. And as you can see, this environment is using a nav mesh AI system component, part of Unity, that allows these enemies to follow and traverse the environment to follow the player and stuff. So that's pretty cool. So how does the paint work? Well, actually, hold on. I wanted to explain how the paint looks and stuff. So we've spent a lot of time modeling how the paint looks specifically, up to the spread, the velocity of the paint, the number of pellets, all that stuff. We fine-tuned it a lot, and we wanted to paint the world with the paint pellets, but unfortunately that development wasn't polished out enough, and we had to scrap that development entirely. But what we have now seems to work pretty well, I think, in my opinion, and is still a pretty satisfying effect that's similar to how paint would actually work. Yeah, so as you can see, if I shoot green at a red zombie, at a red health bar zombie, they take no damage. But if I shoot them with red, they do take damage. And we implemented this so that there's only red health bar zombies at the start, and then a couple waves later, green health bar zombies spawn, and then after that, a few waves later, blue will spawn. So we're adding variety as the game loop progresses. And as you can see, if I get hit by a zombie, if a zombie collides with my collider too closely, then I start taking damage, and you can see that on a visual and sound level. So I'll let you hear let you hear this for a second. As you can hear, there's like a heartbeat that speeds up as your health bar gets further down the line. And when you die, when your health reaches 0, of course, a game over approaches, and it lets you have the option to restart or go back to the menu. And on the game over screen, in addition to the victory screen, we can see the stats of how we did on that attempt. Score, total kills, and waves survived. So this is an end list. This will be 10 waves, and on the final wave, on the 10th wave, there will be a boss zombie. And it's nothing special, but we'll show you the cool things we made about the boss zombie on wave 10. The other things I want to highlight here is the zombie and the player use the same health system, the same code of the health system. So once colliders interact with each other, whether it be balls with the pellets with zombies or the zombies with the player, they start decreasing taking damage. And as you can see, as soon as I stopped taking damage, I started regaining health. And as I said earlier, regaining health gets harder as the waves increase, and it's a slower rate. But you can increase that rate with your score multiplier. So right now you can see 1 in the bottom right. If that score multiplier is higher, not only does it increase my points, it also allows me to regen health faster. And you have a few seconds to hit another zombie after the last zombie that you hit with pellets before that multiplier will flash and then go back to 1. And of course, all the animations that you see here, like with the point system in the bottom right and the wave system on the screen and like this floating pause, these are all animations we did through code specifically from scratch. So I just want to show you that the menu traversing works good too. I can resume, pause, main menu, all that stuff. The game freezes time when it's paused, so that's really, really good. And if I take damage from a zombie and die and restart, I don't have to sit through the intro text again. It just instantly restarts from wave 1. So that's really good. I might be forgetting something, but that's the general concept of the entire game. There is a few more things that I want to show off. What time am I at? 8 minutes? Okay. So I want to show off the boss zombie and some of the nav mesh stuff and environment stuff that we've done. So we have this post-processing visual effect that we have in our game, which makes it look a lot better. I'll show off the prefabs here. We have, hold on, we have a large zombie, medium zombie, and small zombie. And of course, the small zombies can move faster but take less damage. I mean, give us less damage. They cause less damage. But the bigger zombies, they are slower, but they cause more damage. And you can see the nav mesh agent here. We've adjusted the speeds and everything of all of them. And I can show you that for each enemy type, we've fine-tuned each one specifically. So we've have a new nav mesh navigation for each one, for each enemy type. So we've really tried to polish them out as best as we could. We have a fully functional wave system with random spawns, and the amount of different enemy types per wave increases per wave. So we've tried to make it randomized and increasingly difficult as the waves increase. And the last thing I really wanted to show off here, actually, one more thing. You can see that we've spent a lot of detail in the environment, in the area around where the player works, and also making the area outside with the trees and stuff look good too. So if the player looks outside of the scene, they don't just see a floating sky of anything, of nothing. So the last thing I wanted to show you is the last wave, the 10th wave, the boss wave. yeah, so in the editor, and only in the editor, I have this ability to traverse the waves by pressing a button. So I'll go to the 10th wave real quick. And you can see that there's one zombie. Oh! And this one zombie is huge. And he has all 3 of the combined health pools, health types. So this zombie is really slow, but if you get close to him, you are very likely to die. As you could see, my health was draining really fast with him. So this is the final challenge of the game to showcase that you can use all 3 of your paint pellets and kill the zombie and then get the victory screen. So we'll see that in a second here. And there we go. We won the game. And yeah. And that about does it all. I think this game was really good, well designed. Our team put a lot of work into this over the whole semester, and I think we're all very proud of what we managed to accomplish. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.